Hello and welcome to everybody on Cloud Fitness. So in today's video, we are going to solve another Leet code SQL problem. So today's problem will be basically capital gain and the loss problem, and I will leave the link in the description box so that you can try out as well. So let's go to the Leet code and see what exactly is the problem. So I have already read it and tried it. So of course, right now I'll just basically walk you through this question, and then I suggest you to pause this particular video, think of a possible solution, or in fact you can go ahead and try that question as well. So coming on to the what exactly is the question. So you are given a stock table. So whenever you buy or purchase any stocks from your market, what you essentially do, you buy a particular stock and then at a particular price on a particular day, and then you go ahead and you sell that stock off on a particular day at a particular price, right? So this is a buy and sell, basically essentially what we do in the stock market, right? So similar stock table has been given to you where you are given a stock name. Here is the stock name and here is the operation, because there are two things that you can do with a stock. Either you can buy it or you can sell it. So that is the operation, and then the third column is operation day, first day, second day, third day, on which day you have done that particular transaction. And then there is an option of price, because you must have bought a stock at a particular price. This is how your table looks like. Also, for each and every buy operation, you have a corresponding sell operation as well. So essentially what we do is we buy a stock and then we plan to sell it at some particular day in future, right? So each and every buy operation will always have a corresponding sell operation in this particular table. So if you look at this Leet code stock, the operation is buy on first day at a price of 1000 rupees, and then the same stock has been sold off on fifth day at the price of 9000 rupees. So this is the operation that has been done of buy and sell. Similarly, for the stock name of Corona, it has been purchased on second day and then it has been sold off on third day, then again bought on fourth day and sold off on fifth date, and then again bought on sixth day and then sold off on 10th day, right? So this is how your table will look like. So each stock might be bought n number of times, but it will be sold as well, or n number of times only, as per this input table. Now as an output, this is what you need. You need the name of a stock as well as capital gain and loss. So for example, if you bought Leet code at rupees 1000, right, and you sold it off at rupees 9000, you have essentially done a profit of 8000. So that will be your capital gain or loss. So since it is a positive number, it is a capital gain. If it is a loss, it will be probably be a negative number. So when it is a loss, when it will be a negative number, when your sell minus buy is negative, then it is a loss, right? So this is something that we need to do. You can pause the video and check this question out, or you can think of a solution, just try it out. Okay, now I will proceed. The very first thing that you need to think of here is that you need to do a group by for sure on the stock name, right? And group by on the stock name, as well as you have to do a kind of summation. Now this summation should have been done in a particular way that you have to sum up, let's say, your Corona mask, right? So the operation is buy, right? So you need to sum up all the buy operation, you need to sum up all the sell operation, and then you need to do sell minus buy. That will be your capital gain and loss, and everything will be grouped by on the stock name, right? So this is the very first thing that can come to anybody's mind. But now let's try to write a SQL statement regarding this. So let me write something here. Select stock name, because we essentially need stock name in the output, comma, we also need capital gain and loss over here. Let me write it as this. We need it from the stocks table, and group by, let's say, group by stock underscore name, right? This is what we need. Now how do we get what is capital gain or loss? So for that, we can write a if statement, and we can try to if statement as in, let me write it like this. So let's assume your capital gain or loss is a variable P, right? So whenever the operation is by, right, whenever an operation is by, in that case make the price as minus p, right? Make that p variable as minus p, and moment it is a cell, write it as plus p. And then basically what we will do, we will just try to sum this thing, right? If you try to understand what I'm trying to do over here, so whenever operation is, let's say, a sell operation, whenever I'm trying to sell it off, right? Let's say I'm trying to sell off something. Now in that case my p would be like p, this will be my price, right? And then whenever I'm trying to buy something, I will just subtract it from my previous number. Now this is what we will try to accomplish here. Now for that I just need to write an if statement. If I write if, let me say if operation is equal to sell, then comma give me price, else give me minus of price. Now this is just a if condition, okay? I just need to sum it as well. So let me just try to sum this. So the moment I sum this out, and let me say as capital gain on loss from the stock. So now what will essentially happen is, so whenever, so for example, let's say the very first stock name is Leet code, that will come, right? So now for the Leet code, the operation is buy, right? The operation is buy, so my price value will be minus 1, correct? And then the second time my Leet code value will be in the operation will be sell, and in that case my price will become in fact the earlier price was 1000, and then price will become 9,000. When the operation is sell, my price will become 9,000. Now these things these two prices I'm going to just do a sum, right? So the moment I do a sum, the output value of p will be 8,000, right? So this is essentially what I'm trying to do in this particular query. So now let me do one thing. Let me just run this query and check what exactly is the result. Is my query even working or not? So if you see my query has worked as expected, let me just try to submit this as well. So the moment I submit it, it will actually, it will go through, more number of test cases essentially, and you can see that yes, it has been a success. And this is how you can solve this particular problem. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any issues, if you have any doubts. Also do remember to subscribe to my channel and share this video as much as possible. So thank you so much for being till here.